So today is January 1st, 2020. It's a new decade, a new era on YouTube with the implementation of the COPPA laws. And I just want to make the formal announcement that Mundane Matt is dead. He's gone. It's gone. Whatever it was, it's no more. I haven't liked it for quite some time. And the last year and some change has really allowed me to give that a lot of thought, whether or not it's worth holding on to, whether or not it's worth keeping around, and a lot of reflection. None of it was good. None of it was good. I wasn't happy with any of it. I wasn't happy with it for quite some time. And the reason why I wasn't happy with it, because I wasn't being truthful and honest to myself, the kind of person that I am, the kind of content I want to cover. I felt the need to try to keep things going from a rage bait perspective. And it just started to eat away at me for like the longest time. So while I'm not pleased with my previous actions and while I regret them deeply, I look at that event as being something I needed, something to allow me to finally let go and to seek out what I like. What I like is other things, different things. And I've been trying and experimenting here and there with how I want to approach, YouTube. And I've seen the comments from you guys like, oh, Matt can't pick a format, things like that. And that's all true. There's been a lot of experimentation, a lot of trying to figure out exactly where to go next, what kind of content I want to do next, and to make it the best, not only for me, but for you guys, the audience. So I don't fully know where things are going to go in the next year. I don't fully know where they're going to go in the future. I like doing the longer form videos. They just take a little bit longer to produce and I can't put them out as often. Being a father of two makes it very difficult to spend a lot of time diving into content in order to formulate a video. And that does become a bit of a problem when you're trying to do it every single day. So I'm gonna have to slow it down, and slowing it down is absolutely fine. As you've noticed probably over the course of the past few months, the content on this channel has been sparse at best. There's times where there's burst uploads and there's times where nothing happens. And it's just because I've been at this inner conflict with myself about how I wanted to proceed. Well, I had a good thought about it last night as the clock struck midnight and the new decade began, and thinking back to where I was 10 years ago. On January 1st, 2020 or 2010, I was prepping to move to Los Angeles to follow my filmmaking career. And I left LA 7 years ago. And when I left LA, I left a lot of those dreams behind, but I did find YouTube. And that's not something I ever want to take for granted again. I don't. I love what I do. And here it is 10 years later, and I own a home. I have two beautiful daughters, and I'm a lot happier with where I want to take things. I'm a lot happier than where I was, which was the entire point of this last year, was to let go of the past, let go of other things, and then find a way to be happy. And I'm a lot happier, and I want to be able to put that into my content. So doing longer form videos or maybe doing deep dives into certain particular topics that I like, I think is going to be something that I move for. I'd still love doing the kind of riffing on articles as crazy stuff happens, but with YouTube and how they handle any kind of content that they deem to be controversial, it makes it almost impossible to do. So that might take form in a podcast or maybe a once a week late night stream or something where we just dive into the craziness of the week and have a little bit of fun, just to kind of keep things flowing, And I think that could be something that I like. I think that type of approach is something that I think I'm going to enjoy. So if that's not for you and you want to unsubscribe, I am 100% for it. I think that's entirely great. I think that's entirely fine. Find people whose content that you like to enjoy. That's great. I've been leaving behind a lot of people that even I view to be somewhat on the more toxic side of things, because I just don't want that in my life. It's so easy to get sucked into the drama these days that you kind of stop to forget that it's not really worth it, that a lot of it just starts and ends with YouTube. And that's where it's at, but when you do this as a full-time job, it becomes your life, and it can become very, very, very engrossing and engaging, and then also destructive. And that's not what I'm about. That's not what I'm about anymore. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be involved in that. So things will be experimented on as we go on. Things will be changing as we go on. Don't expect content every single day. If a story comes up that I want to cover, that I can cover in more maybe of a deeper dive approach, then I will. And if you want to have me look into certain things that you want to hear my opinion on in that regard, then you can always follow me on Twitter. There's my information right there, and you can send me something and we'll take a look at it. I think the best part about 2020 and going forward is rebuilding the community that's here and really just having a good time. And that's what I want to be about. So I'm leaving as much drama behind as I possibly can. No videos, no tweets. I'm just going to leave people alone. I don't want, I'm not going to let it get the best of me anymore. And that is something I need to do for me. And so as a result of that, the best thing I could do, I think, would be to take out the one element of my life that was causing me the most misery, and that is Mundane Matt. It served its purpose for many years. I look back on the early days of Gamergate and all those things fondly. But at the end, it ended up becoming something different. That's not me. I outgrew it, and now it's time to move on. So I appreciate you guys getting to the end of this. I appreciate your thoughts and your opinions, and I look forward to anything you guys have to say. Please let me know down in the comments below. I will talk to you guys later. Have yourself a fantastic new year. May 2020 be kick-ass and not boring, but roaring. Dumb dad jokes are going to be a thing here going forward. And I'll see you guys later. Have a good one, and peace out.